So this is just covering everything that we're going to be going over. So first, staff introductions. I'm Christina, and then Jen Hughes is also on the call, and she's our senior producer, so she helps out as well. If you have any issues on site, and you can always email Black Hat speakerhelp@blackhat.com, and Jen will be able to monitor emails while I'm on site. So the virtual platform, that is our on-demand, that is our mobile app where you can watch the on-demand sessions and connect with attendees and view the schedule. We're going to talk about venue, airport, badge pickup, briefings, locations, and much more. Let's get started. This is my mobile phone number. Go ahead and add it to your contacts so that you can text or call me in an emergency on site if you can't find your session, if you're going to be late, so that you can let me know, or if you just have any questions. So the on-demand part of the event, it entails the recordings of your briefing sessions, along with the Arsenal presentations and some sponsored sessions. And all of that content is made available in the app 1 week after the event. So December 18th, and it's available for 1 month, and it closes on January 17th. That is the QR code to get into our event app, although an email is going out to all of the speakers tomorrow, inviting you to the app. So you have access to the on-demand portion of the event with your briefings pass. So just to continue going over the event app, this is the noreply@swapcard.com. That is the email you're going to receive tomorrow to get you introed and set up in the app. If you don't see it in your mailbox, please check your spam. And it will go to the email that you gave me in the registration survey that went out. So there again is the QR code, and then right here is the link for your web browser. And I will send you these slides after the call. So if you're logging in and you already have an account, you will use your email and password from last time you logged in. If you don't remember your password, there's a button that says send me a magic link, and you can reset your password that way. Just some important FAQs. You want to go in as soon as you have access to the app and edit your profile to remove your address. That's because if you connect with any attendees on site, connect in the sense how LinkedIn has a connection feature, the app has a connection feature. And once you do that, you can see your personal profile information of who you connect with, and they can see yours. And we registered you using your address, and that transferred over to the event app. And so your address is in your profile for people to see if you accept a connection request from them. So go ahead and delete it. But never turn your visibility off, because that hides your session from attendees to be able to see in the mobile app. So you can edit your contact details. You can go to speaker. You can find yourself. You can edit your profile. You can connect with other speakers. This is just some screenshots for how to get into your profile and edit it. And we might skip through these a little bit. But if you need to refer to them while you're in the event app, then that's what these are here for. And this is just emphasizing that if you connect with anybody, they'll be able to see your address from your profile. So just delete that first. And then again, this is how to edit your profile, how to view attendees. You can see who is registered and on site, and you can send them a connection request. You can request a meeting. And so again, I'm just going to go through these quickly, and you can kind of refer to the slides if you need to set up meetings. You pick your times, and you request the meeting. You'll get a notification whenever your meeting is about to start. You can start a video call, or you can meet them somewhere in person. Okay, and so moving on to the event venue. Also, please feel free to drop questions in the chat as we go if you have questions about things that come up. We are at the Excel. Here is a list of some links for the different schedules for the different programs that are happening at the event. The briefings program schedule, our business hall, our feature schedule, arsenal, trainings, and summits. And just note that trainings and summits are not included in your briefings pass. This is some information about airports, public transportation, and parking provided by the XL. So whenever you get on site, you'll need to first pick up your badge at registration. And that location is right here. It's along the boulevard on level 0, which is the underground level. And it's right next to the business hall. And it's in the ICC Maritime Halls. You've all been registered with the complimentary briefings pass, and you should have a confirmation email with a QR code in it that you will bring with you to scan to pick up your badge, and make sure you have an ID with you too, a government issued ID. These are the hours of the registration desk. So for briefings rooms, they are all on level 3 in the ICC Maritime Suites on George 5th, 1 and 2, Victoria 4, Victoria 5, and Victoria 6. Here is a map. So right here you can see this is the keynote room, and it's also a briefings room. So this is one briefings room, and then the other 3 are right here. And I just want to point out, while I have the map up, your breakfast and refreshment breaks are going to be in this room right here, George 5, 3, and 4. It's connected to the keynote room. It's a continental breakfast, so it's a very small breakfast. It's really just kind of scones and a coffee cake, maybe, and some coffee. So the briefing schedule for Wednesday and Thursday, that is when the briefings program takes place. On Wednesday, there will be 6 blocks of 4 briefings. There will be 2 keynotes, a morning and an afternoon one, and we'll have 1 main stage session. On Thursday, there are 5 blocks with 4 briefings per block, 2 keynotes, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 main stage, and 1 startup spotlight competition. And just note that the keynote, main stage, and startup spotlight competition are open to all pass holders, not just briefings pass. These are the highlights. We have everything pertaining to briefings over here. There's continental breakfast, briefings lunch, and the refreshment breaks. There's a morning and an afternoon one, which is just coffee and maybe some cookies. Lunch is going to be in the business hall, so that's on level 0. And make sure you have your badge with you in order to access meals and breaks. So then your business hall, this is what's going on in there. Arsenal Labs, Bricks and Picks, Community Lounge, sponsored theater sessions, and our welcome reception on Wednesday. And then we have our features. We have community conversations, the network operations center, professional development sessions, and the Startup Spotlight competition. And then these are our sponsored sessions and our summits. Our social media hashtags are BHEU or just hashtag Black Hat. You can also tag at Black Hat Events on Twitter. If you have a guest traveling with you, or you just know somebody at the conference, we do like to restrict it to close family members and friends, but we will let them watch your briefing session. They just won't be able to get into any other briefing sessions without purchasing a pass. But in order to have your guests come see your talk, just ask them to to register for the free business hall pass. And then after they do that, tell me their name and their email so that we can change their access to allow their badge to be scanned into your room so that they can just scan in and have no trouble. They will have to leave, their badge won't be able to scan for any other briefing session. Okay, there is a speaker rehearsal room right next to the keynote room. This is in Victoria 5. It's for briefing speakers only. And it'll be loosely monitored. We have an AV tech who's in charge of that room that will come in and make sure everything's fine, and their phone number will be on a sheet of paper in there if you have any difficulty. Or you can also email me if you're having difficulty with the tech when you're testing your presentation, and I can send somebody to go help you. This is some AV equipment and stage setup information. So there will be wireless microphones. There will be a projector. There will be a confidence monitor on the floor in front of the stage that only you can see, and it will have a countdown timer. It can also display your slide notes, and our AV tech can help you get set up if that's something you need to do. There are aisle microphones for attendees to ask questions. So please leave 5 minutes at the end of your session for attendees to line up and ask questions. We have wireless internet, but you please do not rely on it to show any demos or videos. Just embed them directly into your PowerPoint, because we cannot vouch that our Wi-Fi is going to be able to work in your presentation. And bring your own laptop. You are presenting off your laptop, and bring your presentation on a thumb drive backup. Here's the Wi-Fi info. Black Hat Europe 2025, BH Europe 2025. Again, this is about the Q&A portion of your session. It's included in your 30 or 40 minutes, whatever your time slot is. And we just ask that if you still have questions to get through, but your time has ended, go ahead and end your session and answer those questions in the hallway, because we only have a short time in between sessions. Badge scanning and evaluations. So everybody who scans to get into your room will receive a survey, and they will give their feedback, and then we will give you the feedback in February. Food and beverage. So Wednesday and Thursday, I showed you on the map. It's a continental breakfast in George 5, 3, and 4. And then lunch is 12 to 1:30 in the hall 4 on level 0. That is in the business hall. And then we have breaks in the morning and in the afternoon, and that is going to be in the same room as the continental breakfast. And wear your badge for entry. There's a speaker welcome reception from 4:30 to 6 in the business hall, and there will be hors d'oeuvres and beverages. So moving on to your presentation materials. If they're done, please upload them to Presaria. You got an email from Presaria asking to submit your presentation. This is a legitimate request from our AV company, so they can just make sure your slides are going to look good on the big screen whenever you present. And that's really all it is just to make sure everything looks nice. So please do upload your slides so that our AV company is ready. This does not mean that they will have your slides ready when you walk in the room. So please do bring your laptop with your slides. We will not have them ready and loaded up for you. Okay, and then your slides that you do give us, we will publish them to your session within the web, the schedule on the web. You can click on your session and you'll scroll down. You can see in this screenshot how presentation materials, this is where they will appear. It'll say download slides, download white paper, or download tool. Because you can also send us your white paper, and you can send us a tool through a GitHub link. These won't be available for attendees before your presentation. They won't be able to see any of your materials until after your talk. And this will publish at 5 p.m. the day of your session. So if you need to send me updated slides, you can do that really at any point. Even if it's during the event or after the event, I can make sure that the web gets updated with the proper materials. Please note that company logos are only allowed on the first slide. That's not the title slide, that's the profile slide where you show your bio and your headshot. That's where you can have your logos, and then you can have your logos on your last slide. No in between. We do look through your presentation, and so we'll send it back and ask you to fix it if you do put your logo on every slide. So naming your presentation files, they have to be named a certain way or else our system will reject the file and then I have to go through and rename everything. So please send them to me in this naming convention, EU dash, and then you'll put 25, your last name, and then just the first 5 words of your session title. Just the main takeaway being don't use underscores, use dashes, and don't include any spaces. And just some quick speaking tips. We like to have at the end for your takeaways, we call them Black Hat sound bites. And so if you'll just include 3 sound bites at the end of your presentation. As far as your structure, everybody has their own style. We just ask that you try to speak very directly, try not to read directly from your screen or your monitor unless you really need to, unless just English is not your first language and you're really relying on reading your notes. We understand that completely. Don't let any nervousness get to you as far as the technology aspect working out, because our AV company is very savvy and very friendly, very helpful. So if you're missing a cord, they most likely have the cord or whatever you need and can help you get things set up. Your presentation slides, please make your font big enough so that people in the back of the room can read it. So we like 32-point font. And again, remember to bring your laptop with you. Your pre-conference checklist, please make sure that you have your hotel confirmation email. If you are expecting one and you don't have it, let me know right now. Make sure the number that you gave in the registration survey is a good number for me to call or text you in case you're late or lost or we can't find you. Please, this is my phone number. Please call or text me or email me if you need me. I will be looking at my phone and looking at emails, trying to help everybody in real time while we're on site. Please just make sure you know the date and time of your session. Just double check everything. Don't forget your power cords. Don't forget your presentation backed up on a thumb drive. And that's really it. I can hang out. Me and Jen can stay and answer any questions. I did send a pretty thorough email yesterday with a lot of information in it. So if you have any questions about that, you're welcome to ask right now too. You know what? No questions? All right. Well, thank you guys. We always have 2 calls and there's always 1 call with a whole bunch of speakers and there's 1 call with not as many. And so thank you for being my smaller group. This is our second of 2 orientations. And I'm going to send out the slides now to all of you. And then anybody who needs the recording can request that from me. I'll go ahead and end the recording. And thank you very much, everybody.